If you've ever dreamed of a Pacific Islands wedding or honeymoon, you couldn't get more romantic than the Cook Islands. Set in the middle of the Pacific, these beautiful islands boast some of the most spectacular lagoons in the world.
We may be at the other side of the world, but we're not a world away. We're 15 islands. Every island is within about a 45-minute flight from Rarotonga. We have the crystal clear water and the blue skies and the beaches and the palm trees that many other places have. But the warmth of the welcome, the connection with the people, I think they're the things that make a difference.
It's just a beautiful place. It is very romantic. The Cook Island people themselves are so friendly.
I'd always dreamed that they'd be friendly and welcoming and loving music and full of joie de vivre, and they are.
Then they would even invite you to their homes, yes, to come and have a feed.
Everyone is so friendly, that's what I love. The service is really special, but it's real, it's genuine. When you come somewhere and you feel welcomed, it just makes the experience so much more enjoyable.
The big hearts, the smiles, the welcomes. That is what the Cook Islands is about, the most friendliest people on the planet.
The culture and tradition of life here just has a way of rubbing off on people.
It's a destination that's very much undiscovered, and there's few places like that in the world nowadays, and definitely very few that have the infrastructure to support a really beautiful, relaxing holiday without the hardship.
Ever since I was a child, I read Treasure Island, Mutiny on the Bounty, I watched all the Hollywood films and always dreamed of coming to a South Pacific island.
It's all here. You know, whatever you've envisioned in your mind as a tropical island escape is exactly what you get here in the Cook Islands.
There's great game fishing here. The diving is quite superb.
Our weather, the location, the cuisine, I should say.
You can walk outside and you can pick fruit from the tree, seafood straight from the ocean.
If you're from the UK coming to the Cook Islands, don't bring a raincoat, because here we have one climate all year round.
The Cook Islands is off the beaten track, therefore it already is a special place. And our islands are basically free of the commercial stresses that most of the human race is used to.
I think it'd be the perfect honeymoon wedding destination.
Very romantic.
Romance is all about rhythm, pace of life. It's all about finding things where people can connect in a neutral, harmonious, safe, warm environment.
It's often said that the Cook Islands could be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and particularly for someone coming all the way from Europe. Fortunately, evidence tends to indicate it's not once in a lifetime at all. It's something that once it's in your blood, it returns again and again.
One haven you can escape to is the Pacific Resort, set on one of Rarotonga's many beautiful beaches, where many couples find the relaxed island way of life is reflected in their weddings.
The Pacific Resort actually got recommended to us by the travel agent, and I also knew people who had been married here before. It didn't feel like everyone says it's so stressful.
It was that relaxed that it took me half an hour to get ready. I was not stressed all day.
Everyone was friendly, the celebrant was awesome, the photographer was good, the weather was perfect. We really couldn't have asked for a better turnout.
We had Helen's team come in, do hair and makeup consultation, look after the bride.
I think I was ready an hour and a half before I was meant to be ready. I honestly feel like I did nothing, which was what I wanted.
Koromiri is just a perfect place to get married. That's our closest motu, or little island, which is about 300 metres off our beach.
Carrying on the traditional theme, brides can be paddled across to the Mutu by a Cook's Island warrior, symbolising she's embarking on a journey into married life. She's greeted on the shore by a maiden dancer, and the sound of a beautiful ukulele serenades her down the aisle.
The exclusivity on Koromiri brings them that close, intimate atmosphere that they're all looking for. It's basically a love island. The maiden dancer who would farewell the couple off and wish them best for their future together.
not just the wedding couples that get the special treatment. The hotel offers all manner of exquisite dining experiences for honeymooners and couples alike. From in-room dining to a romantic and secluded candlelit dinner over their lagoon.
You get complimentary Moët champagne there, you have your own private waiter. So you're basically left alone and the service is very unintrusive. Sandals restaurant is surrounded by a lagoon full of local fish, and you can sit and dine in there, feed the fish. It is casual breakfast, light lunches, and dinner is a full range of international dishes and local dishes for the a la carte menu.
So that people can really experience as much of the local produce weaved into a more fusion style with meeting Western needs as well.
And after you've finished your glorious food, you'll need an equally glorious place to rest your head.
We welcome everybody with open arms, but when we know that we're receiving couples, we ensure that if there's a room available, we will upgrade them automatically. We specifically have 15 beachfront rooms that we do our best to reserve for couples. Very open plan, they have a kitchenette in it and a very large bedroom cum sitting area out onto a balcony, either across the grass to the lagoon or looking over the lagoon from your first floor. We have 7 villas on the property. They are fully self-contained, beautiful, spacious, ideal for families or groups.
If sitting on a beach isn't enough for you, the resort offers plenty of on-site activities like paddleboarding in the crystal clear lagoon.
The Beach Hut Boys organise something for the younger people that are here. They teach them some language, they teach them how to dance. There's weaving classes, there's nature walks, there's cultural discussions. There's a lot to keep people entertained.
The staff here are amazing. Everybody's so friendly. Everybody knows who you are. You couldn't ask for anything more.
Pacific Resort Rarotonga last year won the Air New Zealand Cook Islands Tourism Awards for the leading resort in the Cook Islands. Of course, our sister resort in Aitutaki won the best outer island property. So we were delighted with that.
Cheers. Cheers.
Of course, there's more to explore than just the Cook Islands beaches. If you want to get a real feel of the Cook Island life, try the local market.
Everybody on the island comes here on a Saturday to do their shopping, from the mamas and the papas who bring in their fruits and vegetables from all over the island. These are not trash and treasure markets, these are artisan markets.
The market is also a great place to shop for black pearls, which would be a great souvenir of your trip to the Cook Islands, as it's the only place in the world the black pearl oyster can be found, on the remote island called Manahiki.
You can actually get presents for your friends, you can connect with your neighbours, you can buy your food for the week, you can see the young children of the community dancing. It is, I think, a very uplifting experience.
Your Honour, everybody.
There's never a guest that leaves this destination that doesn't sing the praises of the people of the islands. They have this incredible energy and vitality that it's rare to come across.
Somebody will always have a ukulele, somebody will always have a guitar, and if they haven't got a drum, they will make a drum. And so music and dance and laughter is very much part of life here.
Visitors to the Cook Islands that wish to learn more about its rich history and culture can visit the Tivaranui village for a truly interactive experience. After experiencing an authentic warrior's welcome, visitors are led around the traditional village to learn about the history and culture of the Cook Islands people, from their arrival on the island to their traditional foods, musical instruments, and of course the tree of life itself, the coconut.
This is where you can get a complete Polynesian history that you can learn from.
Now, some of the fruits that we use for medicine, papaya or pawpaw. Beautiful. Did you guys have some for breakfast this morning?
As the evening draws in, guests are treated to a show of traditional Cook Islands dancing.
You'll find that most of our people are I love music, drumming. You just put a drum on and everyone just feel like dancing.
You see the talent of the dancers, but you also see the fun and the connection to the culture that the people have.
Yeah, the culture, we keep it the same. And we're encouraging the young generation to study about it, to tune in.
Coming up in part 2, we'll talk more about mouth-watering local food and meet some very interesting locals. Welcome back. With a tropical climate all year round, it's no wonder travel industry experts are recommending the Cook Islands to couples and newlyweds.
My name is James Bell and I'm the Sales and Marketing Director at Turquoise Holidays. The company was founded about 10 years ago with a strong belief in putting some passion and imagination and some authenticity back into the travel market. We have a strong focus on weddings and honeymoons and a specialism in the South Pacific. The Cook Islands is probably the most romantic destination in the whole world. It's, unique in its geography, the most beautiful lagoons in the world, very romantic, very, very unspoiled. And if you're looking for a truly unique beach wedding, there couldn't be anywhere better than the Cook Islands.
The Cook Islands may be the other side of the world, but they aren't a world away.
You fly from London to Los Angeles. I would recommend a stopover in Los Angeles and then fly on with Air New Zealand down to the Cook Islands. There's a fantastic service with Air New Zealand. In economy, they call it cuddle class, where you can have 3 economy class seats for the price of 2. And the seats turn into a couch where you can cuddle up together.
You slip through customs very easily. Jake Numanga is standing there waiting for you, playing the ukulele and welcoming you with island songs.
Once on the island, getting about couldn't be easier or safer.
There is one main road that goes right around Rarotonga, and it's very difficult to get lost. The Cook Islands bus service runs regularly, or to do it the island way, hire a scooter and take a ride around the island.
We require you to get a Cook Islands license. You just call into the police station, bring your current license, and you can actually get issued a Cook Islands license for a year or 5 years if you've decided that you're already in love with the place and want to come back multiple times.
With so much of the island covered by rainforests, the only way to explore it properly is by foot. And the Cook Islands has its very own unique tour guide.
My name is Pa. Te atua te rangi. Papa pe koe iau kiutei te maunga. Te ki parataito. Tauru tapu e girungi te rangi. Te uru a. Rarotonga Island is the island where I was born, and I'm enjoying it every day I do the walk. Many people, they like to walk with me.
He knows the rainforest, knows the history of the country so very well that he makes any experience fascinating.
It's only 2 miles distant, the 400-meter mark climbing, and then back to the other side of the island. It's a technical walk. Many people say they climb 10,000 feet high. When they come to that, only 400-meter mark, they're out of condition. They're not used to the technical part. So I help them, explain it to them. When they walk, I highlight the interior history of the trail and also the history of the carving of the gods on the rock way, way back. When Polynesians travel, when they find the land, rock is the most important to them. It's a meditation walk. Don't come here and chase the mountain. Mountain will never move. 20 million years to come, still there. Cook Island will be always the same. Never change.
But if you do want the Earth to move on your honeymoon, he has something for you as well.
He'll be able to tell you so much about the medicinal and helpful plants, and I'm sure he's got something good for honeymooners and lovers as well.
Over here we don't carry guns, we carry flowers. And the flowers are the most healing, side effect on the human being. And this is honey goat's weed. Bring it home, put it in a pot. If you're a married couple, make sure the both of you taking it. It's the rich heaven.
Thanks, Pa. And if that's put you in the mood for love, the Cook Islands make a perfect backdrop for an unforgettable wedding.
Last year we had over 900 couples get married here in the Cook Islands. 85 of those were from Europe, and I think 22 of them from the UK.
What a couple has to do to get married on the island, first of all, propose. That's always going to be the first step in the chain. Once that's agreed, though, it's a very simple process. All they have to do is arrive in the Cook Islands 3 days prior to the wedding.
If for some reason that flights get changed or there are some difficulties getting here to comply with that 3 days, a special concession can be made for somebody within 24 hours.
All you need is your passport, copies of your birth certificates, and for people who had been previously married, a divorce decree.
As long as you're over 21, there's no problem. Over 18, we need parental consent. As long as you have 2 people as witnesses, and I'm sure most people come here with some friends when they have their weddings. We have some wonderful wedding agencies that will actually put the entire wedding together for you, or indeed the hotel where you're staying is equally able to do that too.
It is a special touch to get married in a church here. Most churches are very, very old and made of the old limestone, so being part of that history and culture.
Many people, when they come here, of course, want to be married on the beach, and that can easily be arranged. You can get married out on one of the motus, one of the little pearls of the islands out in the lagoons. You can have a wedding that is much more reflective of the Cook Islands culture. You can actually have dancers, you can have a warrior there, you can be married in more traditional dress, and all of those things can easily be arranged while you're here.
There's no work on the couple's part, really. It's just about turning up.
One resort that offers the perfect beach wedding is the adults-only Sanctuary Hotel, situated right on its home stretch of idyllic beach and nestled next to its family-friendly sister resort, the Rarotongan.
Sanctuary is our new adults-only property for guests 16 years and older. It has only 48 beachfront suites. They're all the same size. They're all the same configuration and layout. The decor is very, very similar. We feature local carvings. We have the matting on the walls and the ceilings. So when you walk in, you know you're in a Polynesian resort.
Though the Sanctuary boasts its couples-only swim-up bar pool and 2 restaurants, for full-on romance, the Rarotongan offers a honeymoon bungalow complete with its own pool and jacuzzi.
It's secluded and it offers couples a sense of privacy, but you know, these days a lot of couples are travelling with children, so it also accommodates children as well. The Rarotongan has the best kids facilities in the Cook Islands, definitely, and a lot of people have said in the South Pacific. We offer children's facilities to cater for newborns right through until teens, and we also have a water park.
Away from the fun of the pool, the Rarotongan also offers many romantic wedding setups.
From beach weddings to garden weddings, yeah, we actually accommodate all types of weddings, I must say.
The most popular service that we offer here is the sunset wedding on the beach. On the western side of the island, you have a direct view of the sunset and the sizzling colours that can come across.
We have a Vaka warrior escort, a string band, a small dance troupe.
They want to capture those moments in their wedding photos, and those amazing sunsets do come through, and they're great memories of a really special day.
Our biggest wedding party, I must say, that we've had here is 250.
The popular menu that you'd get with the wedding groups here are your island buffets. You can't go wrong with the island buffets.
If all this talk of food has given you the inspiration to come to the islands, why limit it to just your wedding? The Rarotongan offers packages for hen and stag parties too. Their stunning villa and its own pool area is perfect for a laid-back barbecue-inspired stag party, while the ladies can enjoy the finer things in life at the spa.
We focused our hen's night on pampering the bridal party as well as all the other females in the party. So that was focused around our spa, Polynesia.
We offer treatments there from beauty or therapeutic treatments right through to massages, scrubs, hydrotherapy.
You can basically spend the whole day there. You have your indoor swimming pool, day beds, you get pampered.
No matter how you pamper yourself in the Cook Islands, do not forget to treat your taste buds too by indulging in some of the local cuisine.
Food is a very important part of life here in the Cook Islands, in Polynesia in general. People come together over food, partake in an umu, which is the traditional underground oven.
The underground oven works with the heat of the stone and the covered leaves
and especially the coconut and the banana leaf smell goes into the food, makes the flavor of the food.
What comes out is melt in your mouth, succulent meats and incredible flavoursome vegetables. Ikamata literally means raw fish.
It's a fresh deep sea fish that's cut up raw and then marinated in some lime juice.
A little red onion, perhaps a little chilli.
The locals will add some freshly grated coconut.
Squeeze of lime through it. It's absolutely gorgeous.
And if the island's fresh and exotic ingredients have inspired your passion for cooking, one self-catering experience can be found at the luxury Tamanava Villas.
Tamanava is a new property, beautiful villas and apartments in paradise. Every villa has its own swimming pool, own private courtyard. Once the client closes the door, they have this beautiful environment that they can relax in.
You do feel like it's your own little haven that you're in, as well as the beach. Like, to me, the ocean, the beach was an amazing part of that as well.
The accommodation is pretty close to the beach. You know, Mary Beach is the nicest side of the island, we've been told.
Oh, and it's just like what you see in the pictures and on TV.
We have 3 style of rooms: 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom. The 1 bedrooms are actually large studios, and we have this in 2 configurations: the beachfront villa suites and the garden villa suites. And we reserve these mainly for couples for the romance market because they are extremely private.
Our accommodation is a villa, a garden villa, which is just gorgeous.
Yeah, and we saw a gecko just cruising across our fence last night, and that was pretty cool.
We have the 2 bedroom apartments. The 2nd bedroom is separated from the 1st bedroom by the courtyard and the pool. So it's ideal for 2 couples travelling together because each bedroom has its own ensuite, and it makes it quite an economical package for 2 couples travelling together with plenty of space and private facilities. All the villas have full kitchens, full private laundries, large flat screen TVs with 8 channels to choose from, iPod docking stations, everything that people would expect to have in their own home available to them.
I always like to go to the luxury places, which this one stood out, and we got an amazing package as well.
The clients have the choice to customise their holidays. That way they get the best of everything at the least rate.
You can have different things added if you like, or you can keep it really simple, but it gives you that variation of you can choose it and make it more your own.
The menu items include whether they want room servicing daily, or whether they want transfers from the airport to the villas, or if they want a private chef to come and cook their meals for them. There's a whole range of items.
It's beautiful because it is so private and you have that alone time together, so that adds to that atmosphere, and I think that creates a really romantic feel here.
The villas don't just come with all the luxuries of home, they also offer the luxury of an on-site spa.
Spa is open every day, and we have 2 wonderful ladies, Shri and Seni, and they offer deep tissue massage to gentle body scrubs to manicures to pedicures. A honeymoon couple or a couple who's just got married can have a massage at the same time. So our spa is very popular, and it's I would say, one of the best on Rarotonga.
Come back in part 3 when we'll be going underwater and across the ocean to Aitutaki Honeymoon Island. Welcome back. And if we've whet your appetite for the beauty of the Cook Islands, why not get your feet wet and explore what its oceans have to offer?
We have a very wide range of activities what we offer, from snorkeling, snorkel equipment, over, of course, diving experiences from absolutely beginners to highly experienced divers. We have one of the best snorkel spots, I would say, in the whole South Pacific, the Aurora Marine Reserve, which is one of the oldest marine reserves here on the island, and absolutely full, topped up with fish. So you can see over 100 different species here in a very, very shallow environment.
Every time you snorkel, it's just like being in a living aquarium. It's wonderful. Thousands of fish, gorgeous colours. As you're actually swimming in the lagoon, you can often hear people through their snorkels going, whoa, wow. And I think that's really fantastic. It's kind of testament to how fabulous it is.
The diving here in the Cook Islands is it's usually very easy diving. We don't have any strong currents, very good visibility all year round. Lots of different things to see. Wintertime, you got the chance maybe to see a whale underwater. We got reef sharks here, turtles, spotted eagle rays, you got heaps of moray eels, lionfish, stonefish, basically almost everything.
If somebody comes here to Rarotonga and has never dived before, we have absolutely the perfect spot for beginners because you don't need any experience to actually get into scuba diving. We call it an introductory dive. First part is a very shallow lagoon dive here where we give you a very thorough introduction how to use the equipment, how to behave, and then you can decide if you want to go a step further. And it's absolutely great to do this as a couple together. Lots of honeymooners, which we have here. You can hold hands and you can just, get goosebumps.
If you'd love to explore more above the water, don't forget that Rarotonga is just one jewel in this collection of islands. The southern group of islands are all within a 45-minute flight from Rarotonga. And one of the jewels of the southern islands is Aitutaki, with breathtaking lagoons, secluded beaches and 14 mutus to explore. It's more than earned its nickname, Honeymoon Island.
After reading about the various 15 islands, this one seemed to be the one that matched everything we wanted. We've met some extremely interesting people, and everyone's been willing to tell you where to go for shells, where to go to look at the reefs.
It is the perfect place for honeymooners because you wouldn't find a lot of people, especially on the beach. It's just for you, it's private.
We're one of those places that are still very untouched.
Aitutaki Lagoon is an absolute must-see. One of the most beautiful lagoons in the world. Circumference of 40 kilometres, so there's a lot of swimming in that there pool. So the main island is at one end, but you have what we call motus or pearls, which are the small islands.
The way our motus are over here, they are owned by the people. Instead of having one section allocated to them that they use, they just say to everyone, we can all use the same land.
The same lagoon, but when you come in every day, the colours are always changing, and everything's changing all the time.
Before we came to Aitutaki, we thought everyone would be friendly and be full of joy and welcoming, and they are. It's been quite amazing. Everyone, you go around the island and people wave and they say hello and they're willing to talk.
Everybody just seems to be so happy. I would say they exert themselves to make you feel welcome.
We didn't know too much about the island when we first looked into it. We were just looking for a relaxing place, plenty of snorkeling, not much happening, and found out there's quite a bit happening here. There's a lot of fishing and tours and things like that we can do, a lot of day trips, which is good because I like to keep busy, active, and then on the other side we also like to relax a lot, sit by the beach, just take in the sunsets, things like that, so it's been good.
What's better way to explore the lagoon than by boat? Diving in to wonder at the magnificent underwater life and overwater activities.
We take people out on private charters and do water taxis and stuff. We take people out deep sea fishing, spear fishing, wakeboarding, tube riding, skiing, snorkeling, island hopping, whale watching. And anything got to do with boat and water, that's pretty much us. The spear fishing over here, when we go outside the reef and deep sea as well, we spear for the reef fish and also the pelagic fish or the tuna in that as well. And that's a really good experience too. There's nothing like hunting down your own fish. If they can't jump on the hook, then you can go to them and get them. We come and have a bit of fun on the water sports gear. We've got the tube rides and that to swing everyone around the back, and got the skis there as well, and those are like a bit of a ride on the wakeboard. They really have some good fun on that as well. And, the whale watching is awesome over here. Had the best times ever for the last few years, the whale watching over here. They come right up close to your boat. They literally follow you around.
Unlike other places in the world, no one person can own the beaches or the mutus, so you're totally free to explore or even spend the night on one.
You come out here to the islands here and go onto one of the little mutus all by yourself with your partner. Crystal clear water, white sandy beach, tropical island. Just that sort of whole atmosphere around here that sort of just does it for you. The feeling that you have, I suppose, is the feeling of love.
Aitutaki Resort and Spa is one resort that takes full advantage of the stunning lagoon, with some of the accommodation located on the lagoon itself, offering the most exquisite and unspoilt views.
Kia ora, my name is Rose Karero, and I am the resort manager of the Aitutaki Lagoon Resort and Spa. Akitoa Island is about 1 kilometre around. You have the lagoon view, you have the white sands, you have the best places for swimming. All our guests that are travelling to the Atataki Lagoon Resort and Spa come over on our ferry, the Akitua Princess. A warrior comes through and welcomes them with the call of the conch shell. Our lead-in room is the beachfront bungalows on the Oatu side of the island. Now the deluxe beachfronts are our bigger rooms here in the resort. There your beach is right next to your decking. You do have hammocks and sun lounges outside that you can enjoy the view of the lagoon. Our overwaters are the only rooms here in the Cook Islands that are on the water. Here you can be on your deck, walk down your steps and jump into that lagoon. We also have a villa, which is our top of the line room, and it is certainly built for a king or queen. Here you've got the main master room. It has its own pool area with a day room. In our beachfront bungalows, the premium beachfront and the villa, you will experience our rain showers, outdoor showers, under the stars, under the palm trees. Is an experience to die for. It's beautiful.
Another experience which is as beautiful as the views is the food, freshly prepared by the resort's top chef, Alvin.
Alvin's just come in from our sister resort, the Rarotongan Beach Resort and Spa, and have joined our team here at Atataki.
When I was young, I usually go and try to cook myself and find the flavors in the food. From there, I started my career.
He brings with him the flavors, the experience, and the warmth in his cooking. He looks at what we've got locally, what our guests desire, and blends them all together. We have the Flying Beach Bar and Grill restaurant that has a la carte dining.
A la carte and cuisine dinings, where all the local produce are used, especially tunas. Shea tunas goes with kumbra mesh, local spinach poached in coconut cream.
Kuriri Point, which is at the end of the island here, is one of the favourite spots. Under the stars, right by the water, under your torches, you have a 7-course degustation meal.
Canelite starts with the bread and dips, followed by carpaccio, beef carpaccio. After that, seafood chowder, grilled game fish. Basically, we use tuna, especially shea tuna with local spinach and kumbra mesh with grilled bananas.
The beach isn't just for a once-in-a-lifetime dining experience, but also makes the most beautiful wedding backdrop.
Here, your wedding can be made to your requirements. We cater for all the different religious groups or those that are not religious. The ceremonies can be on the beach. It could be in our wedding pavilion, privately in your room. Your wedding planner will sit down with you and go through all your details on what you booked prior to arriving here to the resort.
For couples looking for romance and weddings, the Aitaki Lagoon Resort provide a complete service. I meet up with the couples, we go through all the sites, all the things that we need to reconfirm, providing service to make sure that they are as stress-free as possible. I'm in charge of looking after the weddings right through to all their friends that's also attending the wedding.
The flexibility of the menus range from buffets to set 3-course meals.
Different types of buffet, depends on the guest, how they want. But basically we go for umu because it's our local island night over here where the food is cooked underground, and otherwise barbecue.
You have the hospitality of the staff that would help you put your wedding together, make your day a perfect day. Our Polynesian spa is available here on the island. We also have a hydrotherapy room where we have a jacuzzi, hot rock spa room. Then right next door, a new introduction into the resort is our gym. We are friendly, we are helpful, and we are here for you.
Coming up in Part 4, we'll explore more of the island and sample some of its local delicacies. Hannah and welcome back to part 4. You can't come to Aitutaki without trying the coconut crab, and there's no place to try it like Tupina's, the Cook Islands' very own Delia Smith.
My name is Tupuna and I own the restaurant, and because the restaurant is called Tupuna also, so I'm the chef. In the restaurant I try and just blend in European to my flavors and using our local vegetables. Our coconut crabs is the most outstanding crab we have on this island. I mean, the mud crab, yes, everybody has them, but our coconut crab is the best one to try. I have about 3 or 4 fishermen who does all these for me. When I give them a call, they'll supply me with all the deep sea fish, like the tuna and the mai and the wahoo. And then I have another lot of fishermen who will go out and hunt the crabs for me. But if you are booking to come into my restaurant, so you have to let me know, so I have to let the fishermen know so we can go hunt for them. So hopefully some of your wedding parties will come and have dinner with us.
And if your wedding party love boutique beach hotels but don't want to lose out on the luxury, the Pacific Resort Aitutaki has the best of both worlds, with crystal clear waters, sophisticated dining, stylish accommodation, and of course the friendliest of Cook Islands welcome.
The resort is actually a very small and intimate resort. No matter which room you stay in, you've always got a great view of the sunset and you've only got a couple of steps down to the beach. They're spread over an extensive area with lots of planting in between the rooms, so it does assure a privacy when you're sitting on the balcony of your deck. And at many times, even though you're one of 27 rooms, it may feel like you're here on your own and just experiencing your own private beach.
From the moment you land in Aitutaki, you're welcomed with open arms.
They're taken to a very private little reception area out there where they receive their welcome A and some cold towels. They then travel on a private transfer into the resort, where I welcome them personally on arrival. We actually give all our guests a baby new coconut. Now the baby new is the stage of growth of the coconut, when the inside of the coconut changes from almost a marshmallow consistency and decides it wants to cling to the outer shell. But the great side benefit of that is it releases this incredibly sweet coconut juice. If you catch it at that stage, the juice is absolutely nectar from heaven. Then they also receive in their rooms a bottle of sparkling wine to celebrate their occasion. We actually have a good range of accommodation here at Pacific Resort, ranging from the needs of just an individual traveller to the needs of someone who wants to have that really, really special moment. So you have your own private deck outdoor, you have your own private day bed inside as well as your normal bed. All the rooms are equipped, obviously fully air conditioned. They have television, they have CD player available. We have marble bathrooms in all our rooms, which is unusual for Polynesia. And the showers in the suites and also our villas, even the indoor ones, have glass panels that allow the light to come in, and it almost feels like you're showering outdoor without having the pests, so that's always a good thing. Now the suites are actually very, very special because not only do they have the facilities of the bungalow, but they also have a slightly higher elevation, which means as you look over the lagoon, you actually get more perception of its colours, shades and depth. Now the villa product is incredibly special because it gives you a whole living space. Its focus in the villa is just about having that full couple experience where you have your total lounge area, you've got your Nespresso machine for coffee whenever you feel like it, you're right towards the top of the rise of the resort, and then you just get to look out and enjoy the entire lagoon. On many occasions we've actually upgraded some of our visiting honeymooners to that as a special treat, and they were truly, it's a memory they'll carry with them the rest of their lives.
A couple who are creating those memories are Richard and Denise, who are on the island celebrating their wedding anniversary.
Compared to other resorts that we've been to, all over the world, Australasia, Asia, Middle East, Europe, America, this has to be the most romantic place we've ever been to. The whole resort is really geared up for romance. Long walks along the beach, just sitting having a drink, it's just, you couldn't help but feel loved up.
And loved up is exactly how you should feel on your wedding day. And if you've fallen in love with the idea of getting married on Aitutaki, the Pacific Resort can help you with that too.
Pacific Resort Aitutaki offers a Pacific ceremony base package, which includes your celebrant,
your venue, your wedding coordinator, your registry table and flowers. It's ideally for small groups or a couple only.
If they're just here on their own, then we include the ultimate beachfront dining experience for them with the luxury menu. So then they have that really beautiful tying off to a day, a very special day, as they sit on the beach, the flames are flickering, the candle light's there, and then they look out together, share a luxury menu as the sun sets.
The sun may set on your wedding day, but it won't set on your dining experiences, because at Pacific Resorts, their dining is second to none.
The food here, particularly in the resort, is absolutely fantastic. We have dined like kings.
Well, it's fine dining at its best, really.
Yeah.
Just thinking about the fish dishes that are available, I don't suppose it could be fresher. You know, one would imagine that it was caught this morning or on your plate in the evening. It's absolutely delicious.
For those guests who are wanting to have a nice formal dining overlooking a lagoon as the sun sets in the distance, we have the Rapai Bay restaurant. The style there is Polynesian style with sophistication of the European techniques.
Seafood is a focus, all out there, tuna, wahoo, mahi-mahi, fresh lobsters when the boys bring them in. Also a lot of fresh tropical fruits, pineapples, watermelons, mango season's out of control, literally mangoes everywhere.
Our chef, Afifuddin, won a number of awards and really has introduced his own personal style into the resort, which we're just delighted with. The restaurant downstairs, the Black Rock Cafe, poolside, beachside, what's better than an al fresco menu in that sort of venue? Our pool has actually been designed in such a way that the watercolour mirrors that of our lagoon. As you lie there in the sun, you sit back, relax, glance out, and it's almost as if you're drifting on the lagoon on your sunbed. So it's a very special experience. We also have a therapist who's incredibly talented. She senses people, and that's a rare commodity to find in spas nowadays.
Kirana, my name is Salome, and I'm a spa therapist here at Pacific Resort. It is a small spa made for 2 people. We have a great view from the spa. It overlooks the ocean. We have a wide range of treatments that's ranging from massages, facials, body scrubs, manicure and pedicure. There's couple massages. Also, to make it more special, we do in-room treatments for couples, you know, just the privacy of their own room overlooking the ocean. We all know the stress of a long flight, stress of a wedding. Here at the spa, we take it as our responsibility to relax you.
There's a lot of different activities guests can enjoy while they're here at the resort. They can either go take the aquatic eco trail. Now that they can either do as one large tour, or they can actually just spend each day exploring a different section of the reef. They can also take out some of the kayaks, paddle along, watch the sun rise over the island. Something as simple as A making. While for a visitor here, we think to ourselves, okay, well, it's nice, we make a little A of flowers. But the reality is that the A has an incredible significance in the Cook Islands because it's used as a presentation, it's used to honour people. The extent and the diversity of the A itself also signifies the relevance of the people. It's not unusual on occasions that for the celebrant and the person who's been awarded to disappear behind many, many A's and just have a couple of I's popping out the top of the flowers. I'm honoured to say that I also received the General Manager Award for the South Pacific last year, and the resort's previous General Manager received the same award the year before. We've received a lot of consistent support for the resort through both the World Travel Awards, of which we tend to win a couple every year, whether it be for the best hotel in the Pacific or whether it be for the most romantic hotel. We'd like to see more people visit and obviously spread the word of the Cook Islands back home. We're better to come in those rainy winter months than a tropical paradise. So hopefully we'll see you here soon.
It's time to say arara to the Cook Islands, a true heaven on earth, one which you'll only appreciate by experiencing it for yourself. So what are you waiting for?
Perfect, amazing, romantic. The islands have everything you need to offer.
No faults whatsoever. It was amazing.
I'd say heaven on earth.
It really is. It's everything that one would imagine a paradise to be.
Every corner of the island has a different feeling for you.
Every day there's something that touches my heart here.
One thing you can be sure about in the Cook Islands is that it's totally unspoilt, absolutely beautiful. Very few, well not enough people travel down to the Cook Islands to experience this unique destination, which is very private and very beautiful.
We lived in the Caribbean, we traveled all around the world, but here we actually found our home.
Come experience the sun, the waves, the sea, the people, the smiles. Let us make your experience a Cook Island one.
As yet, relatively undiscovered, but we are also unreserved, we're unself-conscious, and we're unmissable.